Hey guys, welcome back. So I want to tell you about a new approach that I'm taking with gang stalking. Well, I am always on the defensive. And by that I mean is that since I don't know who is a gang stalker or who is, so I am pretty much taking anti-gang stalking measures to whoever presents any type of behavior that has been previously uh, that gang stalkers have previously done before, such as a continuous interruption to to when someone asks me a question and I'm about to look for the answer and they immediately interrupt, or when they just talk really, really, really fast. Like I am taking all of those. I'm taking those precautionary measures. Like I'm not letting my guard down anymore at all. So, you know, it's not that I'm not letting my guard down. It's that it's now like almost like every reflex. For example, when I'm look when a customer comes and asks for a part, and then I begin looking it up, and they immediately began interrupting me. I just ignore their interruption. I ignore it, and then I just do my job, and then pretend I didn't hear anything until I am done doing my task at hand. So, what when when you're getting attacked by gang stalkers and they do this a lot, you know, it makes you assume that any person who interrupts you is a gang stalker. But this is the thing, that never used to happen before gang stalking. So I'm like 100% sure that they are gang stalkers whenever a customer is continuously interrupting me. But this is the thing, I cannot be concerned about them being gang stalkers or not. My only concern is doing my job. That's it. And it is bad manners if someone is interrupting you whenever you're doing something. It's not normal. So there's a thing. When you have been getting gang stalked for a really long time, you kind of forget what normal is. You just do. Like you get used to people being rude to you. So you kind of have a warped perception about what is normal and what isn't. But now that I think about it, typically people never interrupt when they ask you a question or when they ask me a question. So I just don't allow anyone to interrupt me anymore. Like if I'm saying something, I finish what I am saying regardless of the other person speaking when I'm speaking. I just finish my thought. I finished saying what I was gonna say, and that's it. I don't allow anyone to interrupt me anymore because I'm not a full fucking floor mat. Now, what else? So when someone speaks really fast, like really, 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 like yesterday, I had an encounter with someone just, I did a part for it, and I was like, what? I did a what until they say clearly. I don't guess. I'm just like I didn't even think about gang stalking this time that happened. And the guy, and this is how I know they're gang stalkers, because they're gonna try to explain to you that they're not messing with you, when that didn't even cross my mind until he said it, to be honest. So like I finally got his information, and then when I was like, you speak really fast, and then he was like, oh, I'm sorry. And I was like, well, you don't have to be. I don't care how fast you speak. I just want to get your part. And then he said, oh, I'm not messing with you. I just want to go home and get my part. And it's like, when did I didn't even think that he was messing with me. But felt, he thinks, he thinks that I thought that this is going to sound crazy. He thought that I believed that he was messing with me. That's why he addressed that immediately. Look, I wasn't messing with you. So that in itself told me that he was actually messing with me, because that's what he assumed, that I was thinking that. His assumption is what gave him away. But honestly, I didn't even think about that. I honestly, and I was just so careless, or so indifferent to him, his gang stalking tricks, whatever. I don't give a fuck anymore. Now, another thing that gave him away is that when he was walking out the door, he actually paused before leaving the store. And because my coworkers were talking about how tired they were, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm exhausted too. And then the gang stalker paused, and like before leaving, and then I guess like he was trying to see why I was so tired. And then I said, oh yeah, because I worked out in the morning. And then he just like left. That's how you know they're gang stalkers, when they're doing things that are out of place. So when after getting gang stalked, you kind of become really aware of what people are doing. When you care, at least, when your mind gets in that mode. So I have just built or formulated strategies, to a shield, pretty much a psychological shield on not allowing them to make me feel any type of negative emotion. Like, I even vocalized it to him. I had never done it before. It was weird because yesterday was the first time that happened. When he was just talking so fast and he apologized, and I'm trying to mess with you. I was like, well, I don't care. You can talk as fast as you want. That's none of my business. And it literally just it was a shield. Like, I wasn't ruminating about it. I wasn't upset about it. I was completely indifferent. That's something it has been going on for a while, where the gang stalking things that used to bug me before, they just don't anymore. But gang stalking my gang stalking is actually not slowed down. Like, it has not slowed down. Like, I still get at least 4 gang stalkers, but the thing is that I just like deflect their tactics in such a point that has become a reflex, and I don't even register them as a gang stalker. I don't. And I think that's actually good, because I feel a lot more free, because I'm not thinking about gang stalking. And the thing is that they assume that you're always thinking about it. So right now, I'm sure they feel like I am having a nightmarish life or something. But the truth is that I really am indifferent. Like, the truth is that I'm really indifferent. Like, I really don't care anymore. Like I just don't. It's not important in my life anymore. I never even thought that was possible, because they still do the things that they do at the front counter. But I just don't care anymore. And if someone who is just getting gang stalked, just know that you can build a shield from their tactics, and with time, you're gonna just not care. Gang stalking doesn't stop, but you can change. You can change how you perceive. It's all a game of perception. Once you stop perceiving their antics as attacks, you're literally not getting attacked anymore. You're not even gonna notice them. So the message that I'm trying to tell you is that there's a way to actually stop perceiving their tactics as an attack. You know, I was just now thinking, about the attack that I had last night when they were swinging my car. It could be anyone. I can't just disregard that it was a gang stalker and be like, it was just some homeless, stupid person outside of my car bugging me. Because, I mean, teenagers nowadays, or, they do that. And I just have to keep turning my perceptions to ways that disempower gang stalking. Because the truth is that I didn't see who it was. It could be, or it could be not be a gang stalker. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's something new. Is it a denial of reality? No. Because I'm not sure if they're gang stalkers or not. Why am I making that assumption? I just don't know. I could assume, and it would be a pretty safe bet. But then again, why am I going to keep a perception that keeps gang stalking alive in my head? So, and the more I pull out of those perceptions, the easier or the less powerful gang stalking is going to be. And it's easier for me to do that right now because gang stalking is less and less and less. Such as, the swinging of my car is happening significantly less often. The perception of when they're messing with me at work is almost non-existent. Like, I don't even perceive them as gang stalkers. I just perceive them as annoying people. Like, the whole operation is just falling apart. Like, for gang stalking to be effective, they have to be on your ass a lot, 24/7, especially now that, I'm staying away. I'm pretty much taking away their access to me in every area that they used to have it. And, in order to get to that point, you have to know where are they coming from. How are they targeting you? Like, every single way they're targeting you. And then you have to just cut that off. And if you can't cut it off, you just have to find a way to be careless about it. And once that happens, it doesn't matter. Like, for gang stalking to be effective, they have to be all the time on you. All the time, 24/7. There has to be a lot of people involved. It has to be constant. And when that goes away, then just gang stalking as a whole falls apart. Like, yeah, they're gonna have to do everything all over again. Like, I'm talking about gang stalking, and I'm not feeling any type of sensation on my feet anymore. Just now that I thought about it. And it's really, really weak anyways. So, at this point, I am already supposed to be, like, insane. Like, completely. But I just reached a point where, I don't know, my subconscious mind was just like, not anymore. And that's gonna sound weird, but that's what happened. Literally, like, I was at work in the midst of a new conditioning thing. And literally, I feel like my spirit just fell onto my body, and I woke up, and like I heard a voice in my head saying, "Not more. I'm tired of this. This is not gonna keep happening." And then I began resolving it. I don't know. I don't know what happened. It just did. Also, um, well, no, that's it. That's the other part of the update that I forgot to tell you earlier. I'm gonna start cleaning, I guess, and getting ready for work, and yeah. Thank you for watching. Bye.